Okay, welcome back to another video of the Bootstrap development course. So in this video we're going to talk about some components which Bootstrap provides us with. And yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Bootstrap has like pre-made components for us to use. So let's say you have like an alert. So for example, somebody puts in a wrong password. You can call a simple alert from Bootstrap if you want to, and you can even adapt this to your own liking. Pretty cool. And they have like different sorts, different colors. They also have like, if you want to add additional content, and they all have sample code which you can copy and which you can adapt to your own liking. Another one I really like is the badge. This is really nice when you are writing a blogging engine, or maybe you have a web shop and you add new products. You actually can add example heading, and then you add a span class of the badge, and I think it's pretty cool. Looks really nice. Then we have the breadcrumb. This is for really easy navigation, that you know where you are on the page. Bootstrap has its own buttons, so this means that you can just copy and paste one line of this code and you have a Bootstrap button. Really easy. And you can actually adapt the whole Bootstrap button to your own liking by adding extra classes. It's pretty cool. You can work with different sizes, length, width, active state, disabled state. It's pretty cool. Make sure to read this, because buttons is something that helps us with navigating to a site or give it some extra functions. You also have button groups. This is, I think, my favorite, and that is the card. Bootstrap has different kinds of cards. They're all pretty simple, and you can adapt them to your own liking. It's pretty amazing, pretty cool, and I'm sure you guys are gonna use this a lot in the future as well. Now, the carousel. This is when you want to provide a really nice big slider with images. And they have like different sorts, and you can actually change it all to your own liking as well. Here you have a slider with the image and information. It's pretty cool. Then we have to collapse. So when you click a button, it's gonna collapse. Maybe you have some information in there, I don't know. You have drop downs. So when you work with a menu, with a navigation, you can add a drop down button. Bootstrap has its own forms. Input groups. Then we have the Jumbotron, and the Jumbotron is something that allows you to give it a background with a lot of information, so like with a really big text. And I think this is something that's really easy when you want to build a news website. So they also have list groups. I never used this one before, but this is actually just lists with their own classes. Media object, also really interesting. When you, for example, when you want to build a website where people can react or put comments to your article. Models is like a small pop-up. So when you click something, that pops up a screen and you can do something. So for example, a message. Or you can adapt this to a login screen, so that you have like a login pop-up with your form. Then we have navigation, navbar, and we're actually going to use the navbar quite a bit, so make sure to check this out. And the rest is like really okay. And here we have the Bootstrap also has like progress bars, and when you build like a portfolio website, a lot of developers these days like to put progress bars on their website with, oh, I have so much % experience with HTML, so much with Bootstrap, so much with Angular. I'm not a big fan of this. I'm not doing this, but if you want to do something like this, you can do it. What is also really cool when you work with a backend. So for example, you want to have a progress bar for a Kickstarter website, for example, and people are donating money, and every time when somebody donates $1, this line gets a little bit bigger. For that, this is really interesting. You can also have multiple bars, stripe bars, animated bars. So if you click the animation, it's even animated. Pretty cool. And spinners. This is really interesting. We have like a really big website and it has to load a lot of components. Instead of waiting with on a white screen, just put a few spinners so that people actually see that something is happening. I once read a study that when you put loading screen or spinners on an application, that users automatically are more accepting of the fact that it takes a few minutes to load. Pretty cool. They have like really different ones popping up, disappearing. It's pretty amazing. And now we go to my new favorite, and that is the toast. And the toast is like just a small message, just a small one. So for example, on the new Bootstrap website that I'm gonna launch in September or October, we're gonna use cards to send you guys really small messages like, hey, there's a new tutorial online, or hey, make sure to check out this new course on machine learning, for example. And you can click them and they will disappear automatically and you won't see them anymore. And this is pretty cool actually. We're not gonna work with this, but I just wanted to show you guys that this is actually my new favorite component. So this was a little bit about Bootstrap components. Really easy video, a lot of theory. But don't worry, in the next section we're actually gonna code. This is just to show you guys a little bit how the documentation works. And just to tell you guys to read. Make sure you read the documentation. Make sure you're gonna do your own investigation, because that is how you learn. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And I hope to see you in the next video.